Hello, and welcome back to the Listening Method.
That's right, the podcast that's all about, well, it's about connecting through communication. I'm Matthew.
And I'm Liz. And wow, Matthew, episode 3. Can you believe it? It feels, I don't know, official now.
I know, right? We're past the tricky second episode. But seriously, the feedback from the first two has been just amazing, you know?
Totally. It's been so encouraging. So today we're diving into a really big topic. It's something that so many people have asked us about, and it's learning basic English.
Yeah, the fundamentals. Where do you even begin? I think for a lot of people, it just feels like this giant mountain they have to climb. And they're just standing at the bottom looking up. It's overwhelming.
Exactly. And that feeling can stop you before you even start. So our goal for this episode is to just break it all down. We want to take that huge mountain and turn it into a few small, manageable hills.
I like that, a series of hills.
Yeah, make it feel less scary and more doable. So, we're going to talk about why it's even worth it to learn, how to get over that initial, that fear of making a mistake, and then we'll give you some really simple, practical tips to get started. Like today.
Sounds like a plan. So, okay, let's jump right in. The very first question, why? Why should someone put themselves through the struggle of learning a new language, specifically English?
That is the perfect place to start, because your why is your fuel. It's the thing that's going to keep you going when it gets tough, and let's be honest, it will get tough sometimes.
For sure.
For me, okay, so English is my native language, but I spent a few years trying to learn Spanish, and my big why was travel. I had this dream of backpacking through South America, and I wanted to be able to order food without, accidentally asking for a shoe or something.
Right, the practical, day-to-day stuff. I've definitely ordered a shoe before, metaphorically. And you're right, English it's just kind of everywhere. You can't escape it. Movies, TV shows.
Oh, the music. So many of the biggest artists in the world sing in English. And think about the internet. It's huge. Something like 60% of all content on the internet is in English. So if you want to learn a new skill on YouTube or read a blog about your favorite hobby, chances are English will give you way more options.
That's a really good point. And it's not just about consumption, it's about opportunity, job opportunities. So many international companies use English as their official language. It can literally open up doors to new careers, new possibilities.
Totally. It's a connector.
It is. It's the language of science, of tourism, of technology. It allows you to have a conversation with someone from Japan, someone from Brazil, someone from Germany, all at the same time. It's a bridge.
That's the part I love the most. It's not about replacing your own beautiful language and culture. Not at all. It's about adding a new tool to your toolbox. A tool that helps you connect with so many more people around the globe.
Well said. Okay, so we've established the why. People are motivated, they're ready, but then they hit the first wall.
The wall. And let's be super real about what that wall is. The biggest hurdle for almost every single language learner isn't grammar. It's not vocabulary. It's fear. It's the fear of opening your mouth and saying something wrong.
Oh, 100%. The fear of sounding dumb. It's paralyzing. I think everyone feels it, no matter what they're learning.
Absolutely.
I had this experience. I was in Paris years ago trying to use the very basic French I learned in high school. And I was so terrified of saying the wrong thing, of getting the pronunciation wrong, that I didn't speak. For the first 2 days, I just pointed at things on menus.
Ha 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 ha. I have absolutely done that. The classic point and smile. But you know what? Eventually you get hungry enough that you have to try, right?
Exactly. And when I finally did try to speak, the waiter was nice. He was kind. He understood what I was trying to say, and he even gently corrected me. It wasn't the scary, judgmental experience my brain had built up.
That's the secret. People are almost always kinder and more patient than we imagine. Think about it. If someone came up to you and tried to speak your native language, even with lots of mistakes, would you laugh at them?
No, of course not. I'd be impressed. I'd be happy they were trying.
Right. So we have to give people that same grace. The goal is communication, not perfection. If you say, I want coffee with a strong accent, but you get a coffee, that's a win.
That's a huge win. So it's about a mindset shift. You have to change the way you think about mistakes.
Yes. My number one piece of advice for any beginner is this: learn to love your mistakes. Actively embrace them. Every single mistake you make is concrete proof that you are trying, that you are pushing yourself out of your comfort zone. It's not a failure, it's a stepping stone.
A stepping stone. I like that. It's data. You try a word, it doesn't work, okay? That's data. You learn from it and try something else. You're like a scientist running an experiment.
Ooh, I like that even better. A language learning scientist. Okay, so our scientist has the right mindset. They're motivated, they're not afraid of mistakes. Where do they actually, begin? What's the first experiment?
Well, traditionally, language learning is broken down into 4 key areas. The 4 pillars, if you will.
The 4 pillars. Sounds very official. What are they?
Listening, speaking, reading, and writing. And you need a little bit of all of them to build a strong foundation. You can't just, read English and expect to be able to speak it.
Right. That makes sense. Okay, let's break them down. Let's start with listening, since, it's kind of our thing. It's in the name of the podcast.
Seems like a good place to start. So, for a complete beginner, listening can be really intimidating. Native speakers talk fast, they use slang. It can just sound like noise. So what's a good, gentle first step into listening?
My absolute favorite recommendation is to start with content made for native English-speaking children. I'm serious. Kids' TV shows, cartoons.
Really? Like cartoons?
Yes, think about it. The vocabulary is simple. The sentences are short. They repeat words and phrases over and over again. And they speak much more slowly and clearly than people do in, say, an action movie. Plus, the visuals help you understand what's happening.
That's actually a brilliant idea. You get the context from the pictures. What else?
Music is another great one. Pop songs especially. The lyrics are often simple and repetitive. Find a song you like, look up the lyrics, and sing along. It's fun, and it really helps with rhythm and pronunciation.
And of course, podcasts. There are so many podcasts out there specifically for people learning English. They often speak slower, explain more difficult words, and provide transcripts so you can read along.
Exactly. The key is to find something you're actually interested in. If you hate cartoons, don't force it. Find a podcast about cooking or soccer or whatever you love. It makes it feel less like studying and more like fun.
Okay, so that's listening covered. Let's move to pillar 2, speaking. This is the big one. This is where the fear really kicks in.
And don't be afraid to use subtitles. I know some people say you should turn them off to challenge yourself, but when you're just starting, English subtitles can be a lifesaver. They help you connect the written word with the spoken word. It really is. So my craziest sounding tip for speaking is talk to yourself.
That's a great point. And you can even take it a step further. Watch a short video clip with subtitles, then watch it again without them. See how much more you understand the second time. It's a great way to track your progress. Okay, explain.
I'm not kidding. When you're at home alone, just narrate your life. Out loud, in English. I am opening the fridge. I am looking for milk. I do not see any milk. Now I am sad.
Now I'm sad. But I get it. There's zero pressure. No one is listening. No one is judging you. You're just getting your mouth and your brain used to forming English sentences.
Precisely. It's practice for the real thing. Another great tool is your own smartphone. Just record yourself reading a short paragraph, then listen back. You'll be amazed at what you notice about your own pronunciation.
And we're so lucky to live in an age with so many language apps. Many of them, like Duolingo or Babbel, have built-in speech recognition software. You can practice speaking phrases and it will tell you how you did. It's like having a very, very patient teacher in your pocket.
Yes. And eventually, when you feel a bit more confident, you can try to find a language exchange partner online. There are websites where you can find someone who wants to learn your language, and you can teach each other over video chat.
That's the next level, but it's a great goal to work towards. Okay, pillar 3, reading. What's your advice here, Liz?
Well, same principle as listening, really. Start small. Start with things for children. Children's books are fantastic because the pictures provide so much context. Even if you don't know every word, you can understand the story.
Graphic novels and comics are great for that too. Lots of visuals, and the dialogue is usually pretty simple and direct.
Oh, that's a great idea. Also, a lot of major news websites like the BBC or Voice of America have sections of their site specifically for English learners. They write articles about current events using simpler vocabulary and sentence structures. It's a great way to learn new words while also staying informed.
Right? The most important thing is, don't go out and try to read a Charles Dickens novel on your first day. You'll just get frustrated and give up. The goal is to build confidence with small, successful steps.
Please don't. I had to read Dickens in school, and it was hard enough for me. Okay, finally, Pillar 4, writing. This one can feel a bit academic, a bit like being in school.
It can, but it doesn't have to be. Writing practice doesn't mean you have to write a 5-paragraph essay. It can be as simple as getting a notebook and writing one single sentence every day.
Like what?
Anything. Today is Tuesday. I ate chicken for lunch. The weather is nice. It's just about the physical act of forming a grammatically correct sentence.
I love that. Low pressure, easy to do. And what about for people who are super online?
That's another great resource. Use social media. Find a YouTube video or an Instagram post in English about a topic you like and just write a comment. Something simple. Great video, or I love this song. It's real-world practice.
And also, don't be afraid to use tools. Things like Google Translate or grammar checkers like Grammarly, they're not cheating. They are learning aids. Use them to check your one-sentence journal entry. You'll see your common mistakes and learn from them.
Absolutely. It's like having a proofreader. Okay, wow, that was a lot. The 4 pillars. So we've given people some ideas, some tools. What's the most important piece of advice to tie it all together?
For me, it's one word: consistency.
Oh, without a doubt. It is so much more effective to practice for 10 minutes every single day than it is to cram for 3 hours on a Sunday afternoon.
Your brain needs time to process the new information. Little and often is the key. It's about building a habit. Find a way to sneak English into your daily routine.
How so?
Well, maybe you listen to an English music playlist while you're at the gym. Or you do one lesson on a language app while your coffee is brewing in the morning. Or you change the language settings on your phone to English.
Whoa, changing your phone language is a bold move, but I like it. Immersion.
Yeah. It's about surrounding yourself with the language in small ways. All those little bits add up to a lot over time. It's a marathon, not a sprint.
Wow, okay. I feel like we've built a pretty good roadmap for someone who's just starting out.
We've talked about all these foundational skills, but there's one area of conversation that can be really scary for learners, but it's so important for daily life. I'm talking about small talk.
The art of small talk. It seems simple, but it's a huge part of culture in many English-speaking countries. It's not really about the topic itself. It's about showing you're friendly and open to connecting.
Exactly. It's the glue that holds conversations together. So, what are some safe, easy topics for beginners? The classic, of course, is the weather. You can almost never go wrong talking about the weather.
Definitely. Nice day today, isn't it? Or looks like it might rain later. Another good one is talking about your weekend. Asking, did you have a good weekend? Or any plans for the weekend is a great way to start a conversation.
Oh, absolutely. And you can talk about common interests like movies, TV shows, or music. Something simple like, have you seen that new superhero movie? Can open up a whole conversation. The key is to ask open-ended questions, questions that can't be answered with a simple yes or no.
That's a fantastic point. Instead of, did you like the movie? Try, what did you think of the movie? It invites a longer response. And it's good to have a few phrases ready to go, like, how's your week going? Or, so, what do you do for fun?
And remember, the goal isn't to have a deep philosophical discussion. It's just about creating a moment of connection. Practicing these little interactions at a coffee shop or with a cashier can be a great way to build confidence for longer conversations.
Well said. Mastering small talk is a huge step towards sounding more natural and feeling more comfortable in everyday situations. It's a skill worth practicing.
I think so too. So let's do a quick recap of the main points. You start.
Okay, first, find your why, your motivation. Whether it's for travel, work, or just to watch movies without subtitles, know why you're doing this. It'll keep you going.
Second, and this is maybe the most important, embrace your mistakes. Don't fear them. They're proof that you're learning and trying.
Third, practice the 4 pillars. Do a little bit of listening, speaking, reading, and writing. Use children's books, talk to yourself, comment on YouTube, whatever works for you.
And finally, be consistent. 10 minutes every single day is better than trying to study for hours once a week. Build a habit.
That's it. It's not magic, it's just small, consistent steps. Well, that's all the time we have for today on the listening method.
Thank you so much for tuning in. We really hope this was helpful. You can find us on all the major podcast platforms and on social media. We're at The Listening Method. We would absolutely love to hear about your own language learning journeys.
We would. So until next time, keep listening.
And keep learning. Bye, everyone.